Hey, my name is Ed Rush. I'm a #1 best-selling author and a professional speaker. I'm looking for somebody to take something out of my presentation, to take it right into their workplace and get maximum value out of it.
Ed Rush is awesome on stage. First of all, he knows how to deliver great content. He knows how to get an audience really riled up and super excited. He also knows how to sell. He can engage an audience and get a huge number of people to raise their hands and say, yeah, I want what you have. He does it with integrity. He does it with heart. And he does it in a way where people thank him for selling them something. And that's really not just a skill set or a talent, it's an outright art.
One of the reasons I love speaking is that is my zone. I actually come up with my best ideas when I'm in front of an audience. I'll end up with something that's a little bit off the cuff because I can just look in people's eyes and see maybe they have a question, or maybe they're getting it but not totally getting it, or they're like right on board and they're ready for more.
He gives you great content, but he also is entertaining. You get a lot of the background, you kind of learn who Ed is, and you kind of fall in love with his humor and his stories and the fact that he's willing to make fun of himself a little bit. All of that makes him very approachable. It makes him easy to listen to because you're gonna get that entertainment factor, but you're also getting kick you in the face content. I mean, it's actionable content immediately.
So I was a fighter pilot for 11 years. It was amazing. I actually had a blast flying airplanes. A lot of the lessons that I teach when I speak actually come out of the cockpit.
He seemed to combine not only the level of moxie and professionalism and grit that we associate with a fighter pilot, but with a deep knowledge of business, and wove them together in a way that made it immediately attractive to me, that I knew there was a lot I could learn from him.
I'd love to have a good time with an audience. I love to laugh. I love to inspire people to change. And I really want someone to leave and have a vision for their future.
With some speakers, you kind of get the feeling that they're holding something back, that there's more over here, but I'm not going to tell you that. With Ed, you don't get that feeling. He's very transparent. He kind of shares it all. It's one of the things I really admire about him. One of the things that I try to do when I speak is just share it all. Just put it all out there. And I think he's really transparent with that, which is really powerful.
Ed's super engaging as a speaker, but he's also a brilliant writer. And so he's crafted a story that not only ties me in, sucks me in like I want to hear more, but then gives me some nuggets of gold that I can really take and apply in my own life. It's clear when you're sitting in the audience when Ed is talking that everybody is dialed in. The people on my right, people on my left are getting the same, they're getting the same benefit that I am.
I love connecting with audiences. I love looking people in the eye and sharing my experiences with them. I love seeing change. So I love communicating a principle in such a way that I can literally see in the eyeballs of the audience that I'm talking to the change start to happen and the desires start to change and the implementations start to change. So if you've ever seen me speak, and I do this from groups of 20 all the way up to groups of 800 to 1,000, I am not a stand on stage and stand behind the podium speaker. I am like out there in the audience moving around kind of speaker. I like to be out there because I'm trying to connect and communicate principles to an audience that I want them to walk away and take into action and implementation. I don't want them to remember my name, but I want them to remember I did this one thing and it made a huge difference in my life and my business.